Hey, what's going on, guys? Jer-bear here, and today's reaction, we will be watching Daidus. Daidus? Daidus? Dad? Today we'll be reacting to Daidus having the worst sense of direction. Now, I don't think this has ever happened to me before, since, well, maybe when I go on vacation into a new place, like near Corpus, or Port Aransas, maybe. But here where I live, I think I'm pretty good with directions. So, we're going to see what kind of problems Daidus has. So, let's put on our headphones and let's get watching. In 3, 2, 1, let's react.
This video was sponsored by Verve. Go to verve.co/Daidus or click the link in the description below to get a 30-day ad-free trial of Verve Premium.
Squid up?
No! Squid neutral!
Hello? Sen?
Is that
I'm
deer?
still lost.
Have you tried turning
Mickey
left?
Mouse
I'm
phone?
going to turn left 3 times.
Yeah.
Okay, try turning right 3 times, and then take a final right turn at the end of the next corner.
Okay. Thank you so
Wouldn't that
much.
just make a circle?
Really embarrassing. Like, so embarrassing. I'm getting lost
Yeah.
in this again for like the 25th time or whoever. I've been lost. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you. I have the worst sense of direction. I believe it runs in my DNA, but it seems like I have it the worst. I always felt like I was the only one in the whole world who had this problem. But then later, as I was growing up, I discovered that there were a few fictional characters out there being created whose whole gag was just to constantly showcase their complete and utter lack of skill in their awareness mapping abilities.
Thank you so much for making me feel less alone on this topic.
Yes, I have gotten lost trying to find my way back home. Yes, I have gotten lost in my own college campus, wandering around for 2 hours trying to find my dormitory while being too stubborn and embarrassed to call my new friends and tell them that I'm lost. Yes, if someone wrote me down an address and told me to go find it all by myself within a time limit, I'd get lost. And I'd probably freak out knowing I'd let them down, because I do not trust myself enough to be able to find the destination.
Where's my pizza?
And it's probably
That guy was the
guaranteed
biggest jerk
that I'll
in
spend an
SpongeBob
extra
history.
hour or two just going the wrong direction. What do I call being lost?
Adventuring!
Now that's a
Okay,
positive attitude.
Let me elaborate. There are 2 types of people in this world, one of which are the people who will always want to go from point A to point B, a straight line, as perfect as they can get it, and not care too much of what's in between. Efficiency and time is what they value the most. The other type are the people who will enjoy the in-between, the journey there. What am I getting at here? That's right, I enjoy getting lost. Sometimes. Every time I ended up in an unknown area,
Which is a high possibility, by the way.
instead of getting upset like the point A to point B people, I would just try to turn it into an adventure. You know, as the years go by, I realized that I have a heck of a lot easier time connecting with a person who has taught themselves how to enjoy the in-between and getting lost with me. Adventuring with friends! Wow! Now, obviously, getting lost constantly all the time is not exactly a positive trait to possess in your life, okay? I'm not here trying to trick you fools into thinking that having a bad sense of direction is actually a good thing. It's not, okay? Here is an example. I had a hot date one day, and I decided to take her to a spot where I've never been before.
What a great idea, huh?
This was at a time during college where I was still rocking my sweet flip phone. Couldn't afford GPS, you know, and yeah, so I had her follow me around and around and around.
Oh my god.
in around...
You've got to be kidding me.
Or maybe an hour. I felt so bad. She was dressed so nicely. And she was wearing heels.
That's the worst.
That's such an awful memory. As a naive, dumb guy, I didn't know how bad it felt to walk in heels.
Yeah, it's pretty
so
bad.
The next day I tried them for, curiosity's sake. And, holy squid, it's worse than I thought.
Yeah.
Okay. Bad date. We fought. She was mad. Moving on. So I met some people who has acquired the ability to map out a whole area of which they were treading within their brain. You know, it sounds like evolution to me, right? Well, once these maze runners found the destination, they automatically know how to return without any effort required whatsoever. This blows my mind. Like, me returning, going backwards? Mario Kart mirror mode. You know what I'm talking about? Mario Kart mirror mode?
Yeah.
Going backwards looks completely different. It feels like it's a brand new racing track. Is it just me? Or is it just my terrible sense of direction speaking for me?
Level 9.
Yeah, that's probably it. Another handicap is driving. I would say I'm actually an amazing driver. But then take my 100% grade and cut it in half, because directional sense is half of what makes you a good driver to begin with. Am I right? Or am I right? Okay. If I don't have someone riding with me, being my guide, then I'm doomed. I will always choose the wrong lane. And in heavy traffic, choosing the wrong lane will probably force you into taking a wrong turn. And when you take a wrong turn, you get lost. I mean adventure, right? Adventuring, guys. Let's just say I'm guilty of using more gas than the average person. I lived in a small city for a long time, and it's safe to say it took me at least 18 years to finally figure out what connects to what. Isn't that sad?
Yeah.
I think it's sad.
If someone tries to show me a shortcut, I don't even bother.
A couple weeks at
I
most,
know
maybe.
that shortcut will be transforming into a long cut, if you know what I'm saying. Okay? I have to learn one route at least 20 times back and forth until I'm comfortable. Anything off that route, I'll see you next Christmas. If someone names an area or a street or a plaza, I'll just be like, what? You know, there's another thing, okay? When you have a terrible sense of direction, you're basically dumb. You look stupid as an octopus, you know? That's me. I'm dumb. You want to hear a neato fact? Well, too bad. Okay, listen, before I go, I'm just really curious. I'm like naturally curious, okay? Let me know if you can relate to this, because I really want to know. Have you ever done that thing where you have a fork in the road, and to get to your destination, you don't know which path will get you there, but you have a feeling that if you take path B, you'll get there, right? You go halfway, and slowly you start second guessing yourself. You're saying things like, you don't remember visually what this path looks like. You start believing that the farther you go in, the farther you'll get more lost or waste more time. So then you get scared of your self-doubt, and you instead of staying committed to your decision in path B, you go back and walk all the way back to fork in the road, and then you take path A. And you go all the way in path A, and then you realize that path B was actually the correct path the whole time. You know, then you just hate yourself even more, because you're like, I was right to begin with. Why didn't I just stick with it? Okay, can anyone relate to this? I just really want to know. I do this all the time. It might just be me, because I'm basically Ryoga from Ranma 1.5. Okay, bye.
Okay, like for the last question, I'm more of the opposite. Once I'm going and I'm halfway there, I say, hey, I'm already halfway here. Why not finish it off and then just go right back? I still usually pick the wrong one. So yeah, And when I do go back, all the way back, it's the wrong one. And the one I was actually heading for was the right one. The one I decided to go back halfway. Yeah. Anyway, when he said the part where he was driving, that kind of reminded me. I've lived in this small city for my entire life. So, since I was a little kid, I've been sitting in the back, just looking out the window, watching everywhere, looking at everything while my parents drive us to place. For about 18 years until I got my own driver's license. And then, when I first started to drive, I had no idea where anything was. I was so mad at myself. Like, all I did was stare out the window and look at the buildings we drove by, listening to music. When it was my turn to drive and I had full focus on the road, I look around and I don't know where I'm going. And that was like the first few weeks of me driving. I had to use a GPS every time I drove, even to get like to places like a couple blocks away, a couple streets away. It made me feel a little stupid. After a couple weeks, I got the hang of it and realized where everything is. And now I drive without a GPS because I know where everything is. But yeah, that's my story. If you guys liked the original video, I'll leave a link of it in the description down below. As always, I hope you guys are having a good day. I know I am, and peace.